An update out of Onslow County tonight. We are continuing to follow a disagreement between the Onslow County Board of Commissioners and volunteer fire departments.
This comes after a new contract, which they've called too vague and in some cases unrealistic. News 12's Elena Laster joins us live in the newsroom with some new information from tonight's meeting. Elena.
Tonight marked the deadline for volunteer firefighters to sign the new contract given by the Onslow County Board of Commissioners. Now, without signing that contract, they will take a considerable drop in pay from the county. Now, at tonight's board meeting, there was one main topic of discussion, that being the contract itself. But Commissioner Paul Schumann shut that down immediately.
Mr. Chair, I object to that item. That item should not be discussed. That item has already been handed over to the Onslow County Board of Commissioners.
That was Onslow County Commissioner Paul Buchanan.
We have to work very closely whatever we can to do with the boards of all the volunteer fire departments, and that is not a discussion for the Fire Commission.
The statement being made just moments after Chairman Raymond Sorrell introduced the conversation as Agenda Item 1.
I'm just surprised. I know, like I said, we're an advisory committee, and ultimately he's one of the chairmen. So
Sorrell has been the chairman of the Fire Rescue Commission for years and says that his job is to connect the fire chiefs with the county commissioners.
I feel like my job is they call me constantly, which is their job and my job, and I try to get clarification in these meetings, and I was trying to get more clarification, and we didn't get any.
Sorrell is also the fire chief for Half Moon Volunteer Fire Department. He and other chiefs noticed a pattern in the funding numbers for the departments that didn't sign the contract.
The lowest department operating costs in those are the 4 people that are setting up here volunteering their time to hear the concerns.
Sorrell says that he's wondering if the board is possibly looking toward them for expressing concerns.
I don't want to say we're being disciplined for it, but it's hard to look when there's municipalities that have the smallest district that are making $80,000 more than we are.
Another concern he expressed is the Fire Rescue Commission's part in creating the contract. Back before Emergency Services Director Norman Bryson left Onslow County, the fire department chiefs were nearly ready to sign a contract. But Sorrell says that contract is gone, and the new one was never brought to the board.
It's never been brought to our board. As y'all saw at the meeting, nobody spoke up. The Fire Rescue Commission, as the group set as the advisory committee, never actually sat down to speak about it.
Sorrell says that there were various questions he hoped to have answered during today's meeting, but was unable to get the big one, that being where the funding numbers came from if the fire departments themselves decided not to sign the contract, because that is different from the number they would get if they did sign the contract. That question, however, was unable to be answered because the financial advisor that was supposed to be present at the meeting wasn't there. The next step for this meeting comes on Monday as the Board of Commissioners meets to discuss this topic. Now, the volunteer fire departments are asking that you get out there and get your voice heard at that meeting. Live in the newsroom, I'm Elena Laster, News 12.